Hello, welcome to part two of my mini series on Shetland ponies. Today I'm going to be discussing the surprisingly controversial question of, are Shetland ponies cute? When I first started my PhD research and I was telling people what I was going to be working on, I was part of a big project looking at domestication in the Arctic. So folk were looking at different types of human-animal relationships in northern places, and I would say that mine was Shetland ponies. And the reaction tended to be, oh, that's so cute, or versions of that, and sending me the video. I don't know if you've seen it, of the moonwalking Shetland pony socks. If you haven't seen it, look it up. It is incredible. Wonderful. But what I hadn't realised was that this idea of cute might not be something that everybody agreed with. So why might someone object to ponies being cute? I mean, they're fluffy, they're small, quite often they look like they're smiling. But the concept of cute does carry some associations with it. It's not a neutral term. If you call something cute, it's usually something that is young, like it's a puppy, or it's, any sort of juvenile of a species tends to be cute, whereas you might not call the adult animal cute. This sort of idea of juvenile dependence, this has ideas of something being silly, something not being very strong or clever, and this sort of idea is the exact opposite of how Shetland pony breeders consider their animals. They think of their animals as being an important part of their history, a strong working animal that should be respected for its intelligence. And there's a little bit more in my previous video about that history. I'd been working with some pony breeders as they were working with the film crew, and they had their ponies dressed in Fair Isle jumpers. I don't know if you've seen the Visit Scotland adverts, you've got Shetland ponies dressed in gansies, and folk just love them. And for a while, lots of people that were doing any filming in Shetland, they wanted to have ponies in jumpers. The breeders were discussing, why are people wanting this? Why do people want to see horses that are so strong that they don't need a rug, that they can be outside in all weathers? Why do people want to see them in these jumpers? And then a little later, they were worrying, are they making a mockery of us and our ponies? And this combining of the identities, the Shetland identity, the horse's identity, and their own identity, is something I find really interesting, and I've written quite a bit about. I'm not going to go into it here, but I might make another video on that topic if folk would like that. But for now, I'm going to talk just a little on the practical issues with cute and how people worry that the idea that Shetland ponies are cute, how that might affect people's day-to-day relationships with the breed, how it might lead to underestimation of them and over-domestication. So in the last video, I spoke about all of the people saying, oh, poor pony, when the horses were out in bad weather. I mean, this is weather that the breed literally developed in. They're Shetland ponies in Shetland weather. If they are thought of as cute, if they are thought of as not being strong and hardy, then folk might be more tempted to think, oh, well, poor wee thing, it can't be out in this. We'd better give them a rug. We'd better put them in a stable. We should protect them. We should protect them from this weather. And in doing so, the practices, domestication practices like rugs, like stables, they do change the breed. It's an adaptable breed. They adapt to their circumstances. So if they are inside and not out in weather, they adapt to the inside conditions and may lose what makes them good in weather. And that is the fear, that people, through their either incorrect or inconsiderate domestication practices, might not listen to the horses. They might not trust the horses' opinions. And by underestimating them, by not treating them with respect, they could end up, over a few generations, taking away skills that these horses have developed over centuries. So how do Shetland breeders avoid over-domesticating their animals? And the answer is love and landscape. And that's what I will discuss in my next video.